Hey, what's up guys, it's Arctic Boy here, back with another video, and today we're doing another what if, and the what if is, what if My Hero Academia universe was like Pokemon. So yes, they're gonna have quirks, but their Pokemon is gonna sync like Battle Bond, like with Ash did with Greninja. So they're basically gonna sync in with any Pokemon they want. In this universe, the Pokemon have Battle Bond abilities, all types of Pokemon, including legendaries and stuff like that. I'm gonna make Izuku Midoriya kind of OP in Pokemon battles. I'm gonna give him knowledge of red knowledge. If you know what red knowledge is super broken because Red is the most powerful Pokemon trainer out there by game standards. You know, so it's, everyone else are the same, but it's different. So, Izuku's starter most likely won't be Riolu. It's pretty cool to have him in Riolu, but, his quirk is based off lightning based, because, lightning goes around him and he goes full cow. I was thinking more of a Jolteon, or a Pikachu, Raichu, a Garvantula, Joltik, or just a Riolu in general. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give him a Riolu as a starter. So let's get started. So, Izuku Midoriya wasn't born with the quirk in this one, but he was able to connect to Pokemon easier because he doesn't have a quirk. But he has Battle Bond. So, technically, you know how it starts. This is hard. So, we start off with Izuku Midoriya, being born, 4 years, go to doctors. They say he doesn't have a quirk, but he does at the same time. His mom says, "What do you mean he doesn't have a quirk, but he has a quirk?" Well, we have these mysterious animals called Pokemon. Yeah. Well, he's one of the kids who has a Battle Bond, which is a secret ability which all kids should have, and he's one of the lucky ones that he does have it, as it's super rare for other kids to have it. There's only a few kids I know who has it, and it's going to be the whole class of 1A. Whole class of 1A can have Battle Bond, because why not? Make them equally strength, except for Izuku Midoriya is going to have the knowledge. And Inko's like, what is Battle Bond? Well, it's where a Pokemon and a trainer are in sync. So, basically, their whole appearance change and stuff, stuff like that and stuff. And, then we're going to start with, when I reach 10 years old, they go to the Pokemon Professor. Yes, they have a Pokemon Professor. His name is going to be Professor Red, because Red is literally only 30, 40 years old or something like that. Professor Red, he talks in this one because he should be able to talk. Or this is why he doesn't talk, because we played him and the player doesn't talk in the game. Actually, yes, they do. They say yes or no, or what about you, stuff like that. Dialogue. You know how that happens. So they have all the Pokemon you could think of. All first evolution Pokemon. Base evolution Pokemon. We got Riolu, we got all these Pokemon they could choose from. And, Izuku choose Riolu because it's more like him, Big friend, he's super genetic, he's, how Izuku is, he's super, happy all the time, he's depressed too at the same time, but Ryolus can fear auras around them and say how good or evil they are. Riolu sends Izuku Midoriya a super good, a prodigy. He sends Izuku Midoriya as a prodigy. That's how good his aura is. And when he sends Bakugo's was just like menacing, like not trustworthy. And yes, I'm giving Bakugo Cyndaquil, because why not? Just why not? And, then the adventure starts. 10 years old, the Pokemon, and then everyone loves, Bakugo's, Pokemon, because, he's Bakugo. He has a quirk, and Izuku doesn't. It's like, worthless Deku doesn't have a quirk, but he has a Pokemon, though. How? No quirkless people have Pokemon. And then Izuku Midoriya shows how a frustration form of paper, saying that he has an ability that's able to get me a Pokemon. It's called Battle Bond. And plus, so quirks doesn't apply to Pokemon. And Zugu, and I'm gonna scrap that restoration form thing I did. I'm not gonna edit this video because I can't edit for poo poo. So you're gonna have to imagine that's not in the video. So we're gonna have a Zuku, or Deku, gonna say, you know what? Just because just have a charisma, man, I could get a Pokemon. Anyone can get a Pokemon in the day and age when they turn 10. It's privileged. It's a natural society. Even Red, Professor Red, that's where we get a Pokemon from. He's the champion of the Kalos region, or he's a champion of this region. He's one of the champions. He's a full-time professor and a champion still, and he has no quirk, and yet he made it like this. But he's famous. Bakugo says, "Famous my ass," Izuku said. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna move. Yes, I'm gonna let Izuku Midoriya move to the Sinnoh region. That's when Railu evolves into Lucario. Generation 4, if I remember correctly, because I don't remember. I remember Railu in second. When was Railu introduced? I don't know, but what I remember, Railu was introduced into Gen 4. So I'm gonna say Izuku moves up there, which would be England. Not really England. Yeah, I think it's Generation 4 is based off England, because their towns hit. But I don't know Generation 4 is off. But I'm gonna say Izuku Midoriya moved up there to England, so his voice will change. But I don't have a good English or Scottish accent, so you're gonna have to deal with the matter of fact that I don't have a Scottish accent. So I could try to do a Scottish accent, but it's not gonna be possible for me to do it. So, unless I practice with it. Yeah. So, moving day, 10 years old, and Izuku Midoriya is coming. So, since there's no middle school for Izuku Midoriya, and up there is the gym badges. So, 10 years old, he moves up there, he trains like a badass. Well, Bakugo over here is starting his journey to collect all 8 gym badges to get into UA. Because that's the requirement. And Izuku Midoriya here over in the Sinnoh region is collecting all the gym badges to become notified in the Sinnoh region. And this is how it starts. So Bakugo and them are out of the picture now. It's about Zuku and Railu and his Pokemon he catches. So over there, he moved over there, he met new friends. He meets a girl named Momo. Yes, I'm shipping them because it's the most common ship ever. And I kind of liked it because I like having Izuku Midoriya, whose knowledge on heroes and Pokemon super OP, and we have a creation quirk character named as Momo, who can create free Pokeballs for him so he doesn't have to pay money. Yes. Free Pokeballs are better. So, he meets Momo over there. Momo, well, I'm gonna show you how he meets Momo. So, they land there, they find a new place, and he says, "Wow, it's my new home. For now, honey, we're moving back, and we're moving back in 5 years. So when I'm 15, huh? Yeah, basically. So, they do the training. So I got 5 years to be all gym leaders. That's right. That's right, honey. Do your best out there. Come on, Riley, let's go. So they pack up everything, they're walking towards, in the town. I can't remember the town they were in. So, forgive me. I'm gonna, look it up after this. Walking, Momo's in the stuff too. So they're walking, and Momo meets this kid never met. And he says, "Hi, someone never met. Do you just move here?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did. What's your name?" "My name is Izuku Midoriya. And I hail from the Kanto region." "Wow, another one from the Kanto region, eh?" Yes. Momo says, "Nice to meet you. Are you going on an adventure?" "Yeah, I'm going to try to beat the Elite Four." Not Elite Four, but, go aging badges. "Oh, you're planning on trying to go to UA too?" "Yes, actually I am. How do you know?" "Well, I'm trying to get to UA too, but I only have 2 gym badges." And Joke's like, "You have 2 gym badges already?" Mom's, "Yeah, I do." "Wow, you must be lucky." "You're not lucky. I just have a good Pokemon." "What's the Pokemon?" "Well, I'm gonna give Momo Ditto, because why not? Ditto's Ditto. He could transform into anything, and creation can create anything. Ditto can transform into anything and copy moves. Why not? And Midoriya, it says, "Ooh, a field Mewtwo experiment. A field Mew experiment." And Momo's like, "What? How do you know? How do you know that is?" Red? Professor Red, I said? Professor Red. The famous Red? Yeah? Oh, Kanto. I forgot about that. Huh. Ash is in here too, but he's, it's like 20-something years old. He's still traveling around. He's in, Galar region right now, so, and Galar region hasn't been found yet, so they don't know where Ash is from Pallet Town and stuff, so, stuff like that. And they start their adventures, and, Izuku Midoriya in this timeline gets bigger, stronger, and yes, he meets All Might at the age of 12. All Might was there, circling around finding new successors for Quirk, because All Might wasn't really the Pokemon type trainer, and, stuff like that, and they're training, Izuku Midoriya, her and Momo made a great friendship bond together, and also Railu and Izuku, and, they're training, they meet a lot of people on the road, they're training, and Izuku Midoriya has 3 Pokemon, because he caught 3 Pokemon while he was there. He caught himself a Chimchar, which is a fire, another fire and fighting type. So you know where I'm going with this. So we got Railu, fighting in steel. We got Chimchar, fighting in fire. And that's one of the, stuff like that. And the third Pokemon they found is in a haunted mansion in the forest, and he caught himself a Ghastly. Yes, a Ghastly. And so if I meet the first gym leader, the grass type gym leader, and the rock type gym leader. My bad. The first one's actually the first one would be grass, and the second one would be rock, because I want to switch it up a little bit. Because sometimes Pokemon likes to switch up the battle style chances, like how Black and White did. How the 5th gym leader is the first gym badge. I mean the second one the normal type, and stuff like that. I guess. Yeah, they change everything up. How about Grand 2, how the first one is the poison badge? And the anime of Ash, how Ash was the poison badge with the 8th gym. So, stuff like that mixed up. So, like that. Yeah, so don't hate me if I get it wrong. And get the first gym badge. And, they only been on a trip for a month. So, they made it to the first gym leader, the grass type gym leader. And since Izuku Midoriya, and I'm gonna say the max level cap would be 15 to 16, and so that means Ryu still hasn't evolved yet. It's only going to be a special occasion. So yeah, and it's good. Ryu's going to evolve when there's a desperate measure and they're in danger with someone. And then All Might was in the city too, and people start hearing that. What? And your trainer's going to challenge the gym leader? Oh, I can't wait for the trainer to lose. As the gym leader is extremely hard to beat, and Momo never beat this gym trainer yet. She only beat the rock type and the fighting type. So yeah, Momo's rich, so she can fight anywhere she wants. So it's a good reason. So starting to defeat the grass type, which is hard to beat. So 15 to 16, and he's smart. He bows a gym trainer, and the gym leader says, "Huh," in a girl voice, "Huh, you challenge me? Well, I accept." Izuku Midoriya. You're challenged by Pokemon. You're challenged by a gym leader. I can't remember her name. So whatever, grass lady, whatever. I can't remember her name. I gotta look up Sinnoh region again. You're challenged by her. So you're challenged by the gym leader, and Izuku Midoriya sends out Monferno out first, and the grass lady says, "Wisely choice," and she sends out her Bidu, and Bidu. Gotta be careful, as the Midoriya said. Might have poison touch. Monferno used Flame Wheel. Super effective and made it a crit. One shots the Bidu, because 4 times effective against grass type, because the Bidu is pure grass and Monferno is fire and fighting. So yeah, super effective times 4. So and plus this gym chart, or this in Monferno, has good IV stats and physical, special defense, and special defense, and speed. So this is basically overpowered Chim. This is basically a hack Chimchar or hack Monferno. So all EVs and IVs are maxed out. So it's off the chop with the charm. And also Railu is, and Ghastly is too. Ghastly is more as a trump card, I can say, because his Ghastly is shiny. And yes, I'm gonna add Mega Evolution here too, okay? He's gonna get Mega Evolution when he beats the 8 gym badge. And here, so, yeah. Stuff like that. And he wins. He beats the first gym leader, and he meets All Might. And 12 years old. And on the way over there, stuff like that. And Zuko's only 12 years old, he's got 3 more years so he moves back. He's beat the first gym leader because he was he's still 10, my bad. He's still 10, I got 5 years, he beat the first gym leader. And it's like, wow, young boy. So you beat the first gym leader, I see. Oh, mate, you're here too? Yeah, I gotta look for a new successor and everything. New successor for my quirk. And I think you're worthy, because I can sense a powerful aura around you. And Mom's like, you're gonna get his quirk? How? You gotta keep this a secret, kids. And how to deal with this. And Midoriya gets one for all. And that sparks us up to Railu. Sorry. Railu gets a secret ability, or a secret type, lightning. Electric type. So now Railu is firefighting and secret thing, electric. This Railu is super rare to find. It's one of the most rarest Railus ever, and it's very powerful. So now I can learn Thunder type. I can learn electric type moves and stuff like that. And it doesn't evolve yet. Yes, I am. Yes, and while they're over there by the Sinnoh region, I'm gonna say Izuku Midoriya beats all the gym leaders in a year. So he's only 11 years old, and so we're going past all the gym leaders. He beats all of them. All his Pokemon gets evolved, and he meets the first legendary. Dialga, creation of time. He catches Dialga and keeps him as a secret trump card later, and took the powers that grows inside of him. It was a desperate match. Now time for the 8th gym leader, the electric type. So, they're going there and stuff like that. And, Momo and Izuku have the greatest time. They're both friendships. Momo gets the gym badge too. They both on the same gym badge. Momo gets Pokia, and, Izuku Midoriya gets Dialga. So they both have super legendary Pokemons behind their backs, and, they're very, very powerful, and people don't know they has legendaries. Bakugo doesn't either, but Bakugo is still there. Izuku Midoriya beats, and when about to end, the last Pokemon, it's Railu, and it's the last Pokemon for Luxray. Railu finally evolves. Yes, he got the Mega Stone in this one too. Railu has a Mega Stone, and Izuku Midoriya has the Mega Ring on his arm. Now his arm behind his wrist has like a watch. He put it at the watch type so it doesn't look so, So he clicks it and he Mega evolves Lucario into Mega Lucario. And the 8th gym is like, wow, first person to Mega Evolution in over 20 years. That's amazing. 20 years, Zuko said. 20 years. No one has ever had strong bond with the Pokemon ever since. And so, Mega Lucario used Order Spear and uses Earthquake, because yes, he can learn Earthquake in some games. Earthquake, and one-shots the Luxray and wins the 8th gym badge. 11 years old. 11-year-old beat all 8 gym badge. And he says, are you counting for the Elite Four? No. I already am enrolled in UA. I already got the 8th gym badge, but now I'm going to head back to my hometown back in Kanto and beat all the gyms there. Good luck. Time skip. So he says bye to his mother, saying, well, I'm going back to Kanto, so, I got a bunch of money. I'm bringing Momo with me, too. So, yeah, see ya. At this time, him and Momo are boyfriend and girlfriend, they ask each other out. They're happy together and stuff like that. So, he flies back to Kanto, and, at this time, Bakugo's 11 years old too, and Bakugo's only at his second gym badge, because Bakugo, was Tsukake. Oh yeah, my Pokemon is strong, strong. His Pokemon is still a Cyndaquil, so he barely trains it. He treats it nice though. He loves it. He cares for it. He doesn't train it, so he comes back, and Izuku Midoriya and Momo, they're boyfriend and girlfriend, right? Momo says, I have some in-laws here we can live with. Alright, deal. So, Izuku and Momo, they live at their in-laws' house. Momo's in-laws' house. And, it's weird and stuff. 11-year-olds dating. Yeah, I know. But in this time and age, if you ever seen an 11-year-old, they're as tall as a 16-year-old. And it's crazy. And I'm 5'8". And there's, 11-year-olds I see around that are, 5'7". I'm like, what? It's crazy. Besides that, dating. They're surprised you guys are dating. They're like, yes. Well, you guys get the room together. Bye-bye. I'm like, you do real, I'm gonna let this guys go through your head. You know how puberty works. They're only 11. They haven't hit puberty yet. So, yeah. Stuff like that, And so, the next day, Izuku and Momo said, come on, let's go battle the gym leaders. I wanna do it. In this one, I'm gonna say this takes them a while to do. But Bakugo's in school too, but remember, Izuku Midoriya and Momo, they work together for schoolwork, so they're all basically homeschooled, and they do their work on the go. So yeah, so they go to the first gym leader. Bakugo's at the first gym leader, and Bakugo doesn't know what Izuku Midoriya looks like, because Izuku Midoriya got his hair changed. His hair is still green, but it's super changed and it looks different. And he doesn't have Bakugo doesn't recognize him at first, until he sends out. And the first gym leader is Brock, and he sends out Railu first. He sends out Infernape. He says, I choose you, Infernape. And Bakugo sees this. Infernape? I haven't seen that Pokemon. What is that Pokemon? Haha, Brock. Haha, Infernape. Bring back memories with me and Ash. And Misty and, stuff like that. I remember Ash's Infernape. Too overpowered. Infernape. Close combat on all his Pokemon. Non-stop. This has Choice Scarf. So, he's only able to use close combat. And wins the gym challenge. It's like, yes. And Momo says, good job, Izuku. And that triggers Bakugo. Deku? And then Izuku reacts to that name and says, oh, hey, Bakugo, it's been a while. How you become so strong? Well, since I am, Izuku is the champion of the Sinnoh region. He's a champion. He's holding his title right now. Well, says, I am the champion. Bakugo says, I am the champion of the Sinnoh region. Can I not come back to Kalos and beat all gyms and beat Red and become the elite champion? Or, this one too. Brock says, wait, you're the new champion people have been talking about in the Sinnoh region? Yep. So, I'm basically a prodigy now. Bakugo says, you're worthless, you never beat me. He only sends out Cyndaquil, and he's, wow, you still have a lonely Cyndaquil? Bring out your Railu. Railu? You mean Lucario, right? Return. Infernape. I choose you, Lucario. Beat him and weep him. Lucario comes out, all you see is lightning coming out of Lucario, because he's stuff like that, He's been training off, so Lucario has so much energy stored up. He says, "Come on, I'm gonna destroy that Cyndaquil so much. Just have so much fun." Izuku Midoriya last Manaliki, as he hates Bakugo, the deep passion is what he done with him over the childhood age. Mega Evolution. Bakugo's a Mega Evolution? What is that? Well, maybe if you actually train and actually research on books, you would know it. Mega Evolution. Mega Evolve. There's a Mega Lucario. Mega Lucario. Use Thunder Punch. And he punches Cyndaquil and one-shots it because Izuku's Pokemon are all level above 70. So they're fairly powerful. And yes, Izuku only still has three Pokemon. Yes, he beat the Elite Four with only 3 Pokemon because he did so good. He has, he's just a prodigy. It just happened with him. 3 Pokemon. Stuff like that. And then, Cyndaquil wakes up and stops Izuku from hurting Bakugo even more. And, and Izuku sees this. Like, you see a cure for one thing in your life. Taking care of that Cyndaquil. Mighty, healthy Cyndaquil there, Bakugo. But not strong. You should start training more. Maybe we'll talk. On the way, and Momo fell in love with Izuku even more. And Izuku wins the first gym leader badge of, Rock and, Ash, Izuku beats all the 8th gym leaders. At this time, Bakugo's been training hard, and Izuku at this time is 14 years old, Momo's 14, they hit puberty. Izuku Midoriya is like 6 foot now, so I don't know how much has in centimeters for you guys, but he's 6 foot, he's pretty tall. Momo's 5'7", I guess, somewhere around there. And then, Izuku, voice is deeper, looks like more handsome. He's a lot bulkier too because he has One for All, so he's been training One for All too. So he's unlocked, I would say 35% of One for All, as you don't really need that because there's still gonna be villains, yeah, but you don't need a very powerful quirk to beat the villains when you just have a Pokemon that's overpowered. So technically, 35% One for All for Izuku is 100%, basically. So he's fast, stuff like that. Battle Bond, haven't just Battle Bond because he hasn't caught Greninja yet. So he beats the gym leader, he becomes Elite Four. He beats Red. Professor Red says, "Congratulations, kid. You beat me. You're one of the first people in your town to beat me. It's amazing." I received a new champion, and he gets reception from UA. He says, "Cool. Now I got two recommendations for UA High. Wow, that's dope. Wait, 2A High. Oh, I forgot. You're champions again too. You got 2-time world champion in both regions, and then time for in age old, Momo and Izuku are close together, cannot be broken off. And that's how it works. And Izuku became the Elite Four, and now we're gonna start with the UA chapter. So that means he's going to UA with his Pokemon and stuff like that. People are gonna recognize him a lot. They'll say, "Wow, look at that, it's the champion," and stuff like that. And this is all I have for you guys today. It's a long video. Next video is gonna be 13 minutes long, so I gotta write a script. This is no script type. And I love you. Sorry I was gone for so long. I was, doing shit. So yeah, I love you guys and I appreciate the support.